Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining me. I am Heather with Rose Hill Paper Cottage, and this is my design team project for Ruby and Pearl XO. So today I'm going to create some really simple artwork, really inexpensive, really easy. I'm using the Botanical Roses kit, but she has a ton of kits. So many different options, themes, whatever kind of aesthetic you're going for, you can, use so many different things. I printed this particular image out on just regular copy paper, but you could totally print on something fancy. It really just depends on your overall aesthetic, how you want it to look, if you want it to have a shabbier feel. But what I was wanting to do was I was wanting to reuse these cores, these spool cores from the piano roll paper. I have a lot of piano roll paper and I always have these spools left over, and I was trying to think of a way that I can use them. So I thought, oh, you know what? What if I just create some artwork with them and use that as kind of like the bar across the top, tie some twine on it, and, there we go. So we're going to see how this, kind of plays out. Now, I could have used this particular piano roll paper for the background, but because my image is light, I didn't like, the two combined. So I want to use this darker one. And the one with the white piano roll paper was just, it was almost finished. So I just thought I'll just use that spool. Whereas this brown one has quite a bit, still left on it. So I'm going to, take a portion of that. And I just think it'll be really, really pretty with this rose image there, and then tied with the twine up at the top. So I'm going to just take you along, and you can see where, I mess up, things I change, and, all that sort of stuff. You can also use packaging paper for your background. You could use book page. You can, just any kind of paper that you've got, a grocery sack, I'm trying to think of paper, and I don't know why I can't think of any paper selections because, I'm a paper lover. Wrapping paper. There we go. I'm having issues today. But anyway, you could use a lot of different things for your background image. Again, just based on your aesthetic and what you want to go for. So I'll be speeding this up and I'll be putting this to music, and you can kind of see how I'm, doing everything. So I really like the book page, kind of peeking through on the back, but it only peeks through really at the top of where you can see it. And I feel like it needs a little bit more stability. So I want to run it all the way through, across the back of it. I think that'll just look better overall. And then I also need to trim it because the twine kind of, digs into the paper at the sides. And I don't really want, I don't mind a little bit of shabby, but it's a little bit too shabby with that. So I need to, be able to wrap that twine around a little bit easier. So you'll see how I kind of, fix all that. So, I couldn't just stop there, right? I had to just continue on. So I was going to make like some smaller ones, and then I decided to do like these little baby ones. Oh my gosh, they're going to be so cute. So here I printed 9 to a page, and I'll tear that same particular rose image to use. And then I just pulled some other paper. So you can use, music paper, scrap paper, paper bag, packaging, just whatever that you want to use as your background. You could also create these as a scroll for the top and the bottom, but I will only do the top. So what I used for the really tiny image are toothpicks, and I just trimmed them using the little snips there on the sides. And then I just took a little bit of sandpaper to smooth out, where I had trimmed it so there weren't like any sharp edges. And then for the larger image, I just used these skewers, and I just did the same thing, trimmed it to the size that I needed it, and then used sandpaper to smooth out the ends. But I think these are going to be so cute. So I'm using hemp cord for tying it. You could also use twine, embroidery floss, whatever you want to do, wire. If your hemp cord or your twine is too, thick, you can just, twist it in the opposite direction, and then it'll kind of, open up all the different, threads that you've got. And then you can separate it and then use a smaller, piece. absolutely love how these turned out, and I hope you guys will make something too. If you do, tag me on Instagram. I'd love to see what you create. But I just think these are so adorable. I really love them. So I'll have all the information below. You can ask me any questions and I'll answer. And anyway, have a wonderful day, everybody. Thank you so much.